Hi, my name is Jacqueline Davis. I'm the Director of Academic Support for the football team here at Duke. I've been at Duke for 13 years supporting our students, and we're going to talk a little bit about what academic support looks like for our football team. The overall purpose of the Academic Support Unit here at Duke is to assist and equip student athletes in reaching their full potential. Simply put, our job is to put student athletes in positions to be successful in the classroom. I tell students all the time, Duke is the kind of place that it's not a matter of if it exists, it does. The possibilities really are endless, and so it's a matter of just helping students realize everything kind of at their disposal and being able to take advantage of what they want to. Academic Support Department provides a number of services to students here at Duke. Obviously, class registration, making sure students are on track with their major. Additionally, if there's any other kind of minor certificates, those kind of things. But then on a semester or day-to-day basis, providing the support that they need. So if that's tutoring for a specific subject, working with an academic mentor that's a little bit more bigger picture, working on study skills, learning strategies, time management. A lot of the name of the game of being a student athlete is just managing your time. So we, kind of just try to help students not just look at what's coming up in the next day or next week, but okay, 1 or 2 weeks down the road, particularly if you're in season or whatever the athletic schedule dictates. What's unique with football is just kind of our hands-on approach. Students will see their coordinator every day, particularly as a freshman, and that certainly kind of changes as students grow and progress, particularly in kind of their independence and navigating college. As they go, our goal is having an eye towards what skills do they need to be developing over the course of their 4 years to be an independent person by the time they graduate.
Some of the academic resources and amenities that the K-Center has. We have the academic coordinator offices. We also have a large study room in the back. We kind of cater towards different needs of students because not every student studies the same way. So we have students that may like the individual setting, and then we have tables for students if they want to study with groups. And again, we have the tutoring rooms that students can study in. They can use them individually, and they can also go in there with a group. They can also use those rooms with their tutor. And then we have another study space that students can sit in as well.
Have some staff from the library come in and do a workshop just about library resources and kind of research at Duke and how do you know what's a good source, those kind of things. We also partner with our wellness center and do some things around men's engagement, just building relationships. What does it mean to be a male here at Duke? They all take a half-credit course. It's called The Science of Learning at Duke. That class is kind of building skills and helping them navigate their experience here at Duke as they go.
So a typical day here with student athletes looks like students will come to my office, we have a conversation, we may talk about how everything's going, and then we have a conversation about their grades. I may ask them about specific classes, like how are things going in this class. We talk about the assignments that they have coming up. We talk about grades that they have had in that class. Sometimes, depending on the class, we plan bigger pictures. So if they have a paper coming up, we plan, hey, you have this 10-page paper coming up, let's chunk it. So let's have 2 pages done by this date, 2 pages done by this date, instead of having them complete 10 pages at the same time. So just kind of walking them through the work that they have to complete and making sure that they know what they have to complete and they have it written down.
I think academic wins looks different for everybody. Sometimes success looks like they don't need me anymore, and sometimes success is as simple as they passed an exam or did well on a paper.
I have this little phrase that I always say, which is 10 out of 10 and give them a high five.
I'm also proud of them, but I want them to be proud of themselves as well. And oftentimes students will come to me and say, hey Amber, I received a 100 on this quiz, or I got this amazing grade, and they're happy about that.
I think the most rewarding aspect is definitely graduation. You get to see them walk across the stage, you're not only impacting their life, but their family's lives and sometimes changing the whole trajectory.
Getting a college degree in general is an incredible accomplishment, but getting a Duke degree, you could argue, is one of the best degrees you could get in the country.
There's nothing like getting a phone call or a text, after they graduate, or maybe they applied to grad school, or maybe they got their dream job, and sometimes it's a year or two later, but the rewards usually come.
The most rewarding aspect of my job is, one, building the relationships with my students, because I think the relationships go a long way, and then also seeing the success of my students, being able to see the growth that they have throughout the years that I'm working with them, and seeing how they are transitioning into being more successful.